We're back.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, God. Oops. This person... Oh, thank God. Ah, I need healing. Oh my God, what is the range on these things? Jeez, that was annoying. Soul Sodu again.
Back.
Welcome back. Changing Harvest Moon. Okay. Valid target. Whoa. Okay. Is that an AoE or is it a single target? $82. Harvest Moon. Oh, here, Harvest Moon. Deals on this. Okay, so that's an AoE. Oh God, great. Now my monitor decided to die. For a split second again. Hope that didn't affect anything. I'll put that there, I guess. AoEs can go there and there. I have to go this way. 504 south. Can I jump down here? No, I cannot. no. Leave me alone.
Ooh, that would be very pretty in ruby red. Too bad his armor is only going to be temporary, because that would make for a pretty gathering glamour.
I mean, just use this glam.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I jump off of here? No, I cannot. How the heck do I get down there again? I have to go
That's what
all...
she said.
Shut up. Did it go all the way around this way? And oh, I have to go all the way around again. I think. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. I'll just barrel roll as I keep going.
What's gonna be a pain in the butt?
Going all the way around to the freaking MSQ area that I need to get to.
Okay.
What'd you think I meant? What?
It's gonna be a pain in the butt.
So?
I was thinking dirty.
I mean, yeah. Okay, here we are at the outer circuit again. Let's go all the way up. Oh. I have to go all the way. Oh my gosh. I couldn't attune to the 8th rate over there.
I wish we could like die preview an entire outfit at once rather than just one at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It would make it a lot easier to tell.
Yeah, like what the final thing would be like if you just dyed the entire outfit.
Yeah. Toki's like, it's Super Wednesday today, that's why I'm not in BC. I could easily fly away if I go out there.
That's the one thing I hate when it's like raining, but then it's also like super windy. Cause like your freaking umbrella will like invert itself and like,
Yeah.
gosh.
Because logic, I can catch a Lomenzen anchovy and Thanolin.
Nice logic there. Okay, first thing I thought that was a mob or something. I was really concerned. I'm like, oh shoot. Air combat maneuver, that's what this is called.
I'm literally bringing only one bait, so this better work.
And if it doesn't,
I don't know. I'll just go back to Thanolin because it says this is that literally this bait can in this area can only be used to catch the shark that I need. There are other list baits for the other fish, but shrimp cage feeder is the only one that the shark's under.
Are you serious? This stupid thing decided to stop responding for whatever reason. Can I close it? Close program.
I don't know if I've even discovered this one yet.
Why did this happen?
I don't think I have, but it's okay. If I fish over here once, it's immediately discovered. Okay. Do I need a better fishing rod? What's my fishing rod level? 43. I could do better, but it's okay.
There we go. And decide to stop working. What's going on with stuff recently? Can't alt tab anymore. Or I can, but everything just seems to break.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't discovered it, but it's okay. If I fish over here once, it'll let me.
Distracted archivist. Do you give me a Aether Current? Oh, you do, but I'm not going to do those just yet.
That's definitely a plus. 2 exclamation points. That's the. Hey, first try, hammerhead shark.
Stray tomato. Stray onions. No, leave me alone. Can I jump and execute? No, I can't. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I guess I could. Let's see. Jump. Ah, I need to be a little bit higher.
After this, it's smooth sailing, no pun intended, because all I need are the cobalt.
Oh no, not the yaks. Leave me alone. I was trying to do the MSQ and they aggroed on me. I didn't want them to. Give me a sec. What day could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all its resources? I don't know. Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing further. Should head back to Ishtal and Krall for the moment, see what they think of this. Go down this way. How much longer until I get to the first dungeon? That's my phone going off. Welcome back on Trust. You found Aaronville then? Yep. That we did. Interesting. I have a feeling you'd learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Krall and discuss how we'd like to proceed, assuming we'd find her back at the farm. She's still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? Most of us can survey the more distant areas just in case she decided to wander. So we have to go back up this way, I think. Oh no, we have to go further this way. I didn't mean to bring out the car, but whatever. Oh, this is a big area to check. Alrighty then. Oh no. Ah, why? Might have to go back up this way, right? Possibly. Yep. What's up with these flowers?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Oh, does she hear Hydaelyn too?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Ah, that's why she was acting all strange. Oh, what the heck?
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
And another.
Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Hydaelyn herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
Heart bloom, huh?
Yes, we are definitely making progress. You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Uh-oh. It's Daddy.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian.
Oh, it's that guy at the
A
desk.
group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Well, looks like we're going to court.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Hope he's managed to get some kind of knowledge out of
Forum
it.
will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuno, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
I don't think I've ever seen Crow without her hood on.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Yeah, I don't care if they
this
die.
revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Odd, you say?
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh so important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Seen what?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
It's that line.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Oh, that line too.
Such misguided zeal.
Those two iconic lines from the trailer.
Father, Master Fortuno. I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Maybe.
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldesion are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
I have no idea. I can't count how many people are raising their hand at the moment. Character models are too small.
I I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Lame. At least we've been allowed to remain in the city. Oh, okay. Our endless investigation has not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious deed of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we've struggled to learn a lot more of the substance here in Charlotte. Okay. Overall picture has grown clearer, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival come what may. His father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? I don't know. Alpha no, Alize. It is you. I don't know who you are, lady. I heard you've been dragged from the before the Forum. I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Oh, it's their mother. Hello. First time meeting her. Emeliance Leveilleur. I'll just call her Amelia for short. You fine people must be a science of the sun dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. You as well, I suppose. Everyone's just like got their jaws dropped. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. Word reaches father that you are here. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking my own children? I'm very well aware that you and Master Farshino... well, I call him Fart, no. I don't know why. Are not in the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Ooh. Timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home and we'll be back at the annex when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... What do I think? What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Sure. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Hello, Tia. How are you? Be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. They don't need an escort. They can make their way to their house perfectly fine on their own. And she was gone with her any opportunity to protest. Leave the matter settled. Enjoy yourselves, E3. Alright. I apologize, my mother's not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, though it seems that we shall have enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Fine, if we're going, let's get it over with, but be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking in our private chambers, thank you very much. Why would I? Okay. However not, your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, never mind. Leveilleur stays that way, straight down the stairs, come on. Yeah, they keep saying the same thing over and over again. Now, the second I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. Now look at us, traveling different continents, different worlds even. Yep. Probably been through together. Too strange to be here with you now, to come full circle and see how much has changed. That's all I got to say. As children often know, I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at the exact moment, came pounding out, half in panic, crying out my name. Javier stays in the northern part of the journey's end, just down the stairs from the rostra. Please don't make a fuss when we get there. It's only a house. Only a house? It's the biggest one in the entire, city. And here you are at last. Please do come in. Sure, don't mind if we do.
Welcome home, my lady.
The guy looks like Hancock, but beefier. He's got the same looking glasses.
What? What are you gawping at?
This place fancy. House Levier in all its grandeur. Silent headquarters must seem squalid indeed. Admiring the craftsmanship. I'll just say the craftsmanship. Because she did say it's only a house.
Oh, I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Do I have to have a conversation with their mother now?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
Right.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
What a loving and caring mother she is.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. 'Tis clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
By name? How embarrassing.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Oh boy. Ooh, they get
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
their new
Mother,
outfits.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Does he get his sage outfit?
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Wow.
See for yourself.
Alphanos doesn't look like his changed a whole lot. Well, okay, yeah, it did.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
Oh shit, does he get his new list? Damn. Oh, that looks sick.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Or dad. Jeez.
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Jeez. Wait, she did wink. Oh my gosh, that was really weird and off-putting to see.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
I mean...
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Mm-hmm. Try found common ground with their father. He's not the most reasonable person, it seems, though. Thank you for indulging Melter's request. I can see that it meant a lot to her. I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. It was just me telling stories, that's it. Visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice. As will these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let's return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Yeah, at least I don't have to walk them all the way over.